Hi, my name is Tessa Merrow, and I'm a developer advocate at Cloudinary. My lightning talk is on 5 ways to simply add media accessibility, m16y, to your Jamstack app. Step 1. Before we get into media accessibility, we first need to understand web accessibility. If 100% of 18 to 29-year-olds in the US use the internet, and the average is greatly increasing in most countries, accessibility needs to be the #1 priority in your web app. There are many different types of ways you can make web more accessible to all, including visual, hearing, temporary impairment, like a car accident, and cognitive. In 2011, it was reported that 15% of the world population lives with some kind of disability, and 10% being visual and hearing related, which affects their ability to use a website. 70% of websites do not follow web accessibility laws, which have led to countless lawsuits, which is recently on the rise. Step 2. Accessibility plus visual web equals media accessibility. The term m16y was coined by Maya Shavin in the last few years when we realized there wasn't a word to describe accessibility specific to images and videos only. 99% of all websites use some form of media. If 15% of users need accessible sites, and there are 4.8 billion website users, then that's over 720 million people that need you, the developer, the engineer. What can we do about this? What is the solution? Updating thousands of media files can be long and tedious. You can use a media API to make simple on-the-fly changes. Step 3. There are a few options for media APIs you can use to automate media accessibility. Since I work for Cloudinary, I will use that in some examples. Alt text helps with screen readers for people who are listening to the content of a web page, such as someone who is visually impaired, to understand and interact with the content. Using Cloudinary's API and AWS's Recognition API add-on and a very simple script, you can automate it for countless images and videos instantly. Here's a quick demo. I am going to upload a picture of a turtle. Open. And uploaded. So you can see that the alt text was automatically generated here, and you can actually test it as well on this page. And this saves so much time for manually creating and generating it yourself. Use a tool, and it is instant. Video accessibility can be improved by adding alt text on thumbnails, using good color choices for visually impaired, removing autoplay, and also transcriptions. There's a lot more, but I'm just giving you like the general important ones. You can use Google's Cloud Speech API for automatically adding transcriptions to all of your videos. Using Cloudinary's API, you can upload a video and have transcriptions and captions done without much effort, making videos easy to be viewed by people that are hearing impaired. And here's a demo and the code sample. So here's just the demo part where I uploaded a video, and this is the transcriptions that automatically happen. I'm just saying testing. I'd like to check to see if this Google video transcriptions work for this tutorial. Let's see if I'm talking very slow in this, as you can see. Let's see if it works. Thank you very much. Bye. That was all I came up with for creating a video. Using media technology, you can find accessibility options, especially for creating colorblind simulations. With a few minutes of time and using an API to create color simulations, I used an image of a box turtle because it was really, really cute to show you 10 variations of an image for what it would look like with people that have different types of color blindness. So I added this on a code pen. So this is just HTML with using almost the same exact URL for every single one, but adding an extra parameter, which I mentioned next to the image. So here's the original photo of the box turtle. Here I am checking an image for issue areas using a stripe length of 20. Using the same parameter, I'm putting X-ray next to it. This converts red and green colors and to one that are like easier to differentiate. Using a background removal, there are AI technologies that exist. Cloudinary has a couple. There's background.bg or something like that, and several other tools out there that work. There is several different ways to see. You can see several different versions of the picture using different types. So you can go ahead and go on this code pen and upload your own image and change the URLs. There's a lot of tools you can use online for testing your image. You can try other things with creating your own tools, such as creating an ability to customize the page with a contrast or a brightness slider. You can create tools to check if your website follows WCAG/AA regulations that follow the accessibility laws. And you can simply Google disability laws, disability regulations with websites, and you should find a lot of information that pops up. Step 4, use tools or plugins. It will definitely save you a lot of time. There's a lot of resources on accessibility and various tools in the Jamstack with just a quick search, such as the Vue.js accessibility plugin, which is a widget that helps with visual needs. And I also included a post about plugins and resources that will guide your Gatsby/React project. There's many more I'd like to mention, but there's only limited time in this presentation. There are many web tools and browser add-on tools you can use, such as WebAIM's Contrast Checker, Andy's accessible name and description checker, an NPM package called Colorable to choose a main color that will create an entire color palette for you that fits accessibility color standards, and also a Chrome plugin called Chrome Vox, where you can test your website using screen reading capability. Step 5. Start small, do more. After making basic accessibility improvements on your website, you can use your experience and skills by contributing to accessibility-related projects. The m16y initiative by Maya and Tomas was just started to help with resources for accessibility for the visual web. Although most projects have a contributing group and project for accessibility, it is really lacking in the m16y area that is specific towards media. Not only does it benefit all of your future projects, it will benefit every web user in the world. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you can DM me on Twitter at TessaMarrow. You can send me an email, tessa.marrow@cloudinary.com. And you can find a copy of my slides at slideshare.net/Tessa99. Also, a majority of the color usage on my presentation was fits the accessibility standard. So that was fun choosing colors for that. All right, thank you. Bye.